Hi, my name's Amy Dumond. I work at the National Oceanography Centre and I'm a Network Security Analyst. So I actually started in payroll after college. I did that for 5 years and it just really wasn't for me at all. And I just thought, surely I need to have a job, a career where I'm actually passionate about going to work every day. So I've always kind of liked law, criminology. Like I've always been like quite technical and into computers. So I thought, why not just ditch my job and go to uni? So I found my degree, which was Network Security Management, and it focuses on ethical hacking. I was like, cool, let's give it a go. So I finished my degree in 2019. Security was my strong point coming out. Like most of my modules, they were like the high grade ones, and then networking. I found it a lot more challenging, just like grasping concepts of like how it worked and everything. So I was just like, oh, let's just get a role in networking, just to sort of put me more to the test. And I think because I always knew that I was going to go into cyber security, preferably I'd like to go down the pen testing route. I thought getting a solid like foundation in networking would be good for me in the future. So yeah, now I got my role at NOC, and it was mainly networking, the role that they had advertised for. But after speaking to them and saying that my main interest is in security, they sort of formed it to like that for me. So I've got quite a lot of responsibilities in there, which has been great because it means that I can have a balance of something I enjoy and then something that I'm actually learning as well. At the moment, I'm doing my CRT while I'm on maternity leave. So hopefully I'll get it done before, but who knows? I guess working at NOC, I've like developed an interest in maritime cybersecurity. So whether I'll go down that route, I don't really know. I feel like it's sort of coming out a bit more mainstream that I've seen now. So yeah, that would be interesting to see how that develops. So I'm mainly configuring and maintaining the wired and wireless network, just making sure it's available and secure for employees, scientists, and the students. Checking logs, investigating any alerts that come up. The building is quite complex, so working in the environment is very interesting. I'm not always just sat behind my computer. I'm doing a lot of work, like walking around. Yeah, it's just a really interesting place to work, just because there's labs with different experiments going on. You've got the aquarium downstairs, so obviously trying to fit equipment to work in those environments as well can sometimes be challenging. But yeah, no, it's good fun. I'd say fast pace, ever evolving and interesting. I guess it's been like a qualification that I've always wanted to get done since uni. I've always had my sights set on achieving it, but just getting sort of that foundation knowledge of working in like a real environment was sort of the first step to get done. So I've been working there for about a year and a half now. Just thought, why not? Like, let's get it done before the baby's here. So I used a range of resources for the exam, a couple of books. YouTube was really helpful, just getting somebody else's concept on an idea. Practical labs were really good. I just wanted to cover the whole appendix from like a theoretical and a practical point. And then 4 days later after passing, I then gave birth. So probably a good idea I got it booked in when I did. But yeah, now being qualified, my aim is to get CRT done. But yeah, no, I really enjoyed, I guess, the exam, which may be a weird thing to say, but it was just a good test. It wasn't easy, but yeah, I guess it's a good achievement now that I've passed it. Yeah, I mean, I would say explore like all avenues of the industry. It's like I didn't realize how big it is, but there's so many different roles. So just make sure you look at everything. And then my second piece would be like to pick something that you're really passionate about, because if you're passionate about it, then it's work, but it's not work really, I guess. For me, that's how I feel. And then There's a podcast called Darknet Diaries. Me and my partner, when we go on road trips and stuff like that, we just like listen to them like constantly. So like they're really good to listen to. They're always really interesting. And then just keep up to date. I think it's always changing. There's always new tools. There's always new attacks and vulnerabilities. And obviously, if you find that interesting, then it's just easier to keep up to date with it. But yeah, definitely keep up to date with what's going on. A book that, in general, is probably really good for someone going into cybersecurity, but I found particularly good for my CPSA exam, was the Network Security Assessment book. Goes into quite a lot of detail. But yeah, that one's a really good one. Try Hack Me, which is like an online sort of virtual labs. They're really fun. Just, I guess, learning different tools. I think they've got like sort of a game section in there where you sort of like, it's like kind of like a capture the flag where you try and keep root for as long as possible. And they've also got like learning paths as well. So I remember when I first sort of signed up to it, I was like, where on earth do I start? Like, I'm like sort of right at the bottom. I need the basics. And like with the learning paths, it literally is like as if you're in like, I guess, a uni course or something, or not that complex, but like it goes through every step. So yeah, that taught me a lot on there. And yeah, YouTube is great to go to find, like, learn things. LinkedIn, I would say that's always helpful. Just like when people post articles on certain things, I then like reading the comments underneath, just because like people in different roles, like different, like how high up they are maybe in a company, just to see like their different opinions on different things. I think that's always quite interesting. And like you can learn, like just keep an open mind on things. Yeah, and I guess podcasts as well.